Good day, everyone. Good day to anyone who is listening to this introductory video. I am Jeko. I'm an international education counselor from Ideal Visa Consultancy, Laguna branch. I'm here to provide you a general information regarding the 12-week dairy and farming program. So welcome to this video. Before we start, I would like to inform you that the information that you will be getting there are general information, which means if you want to know more about this program, you should book a free one-on-one consultation with us by messaging us through our Facebook page and through our email so that we can reserve you a time slot and we can assign an international education counselor to you who will assist you all throughout. Okay, so let me start this introductory video by providing you with the information about IVC. So Ideal Visa Consultancy or IVC was founded by Miss Charity Delmo back in 2014. We have an office in Bacolod City and in Jeddah. However, if you are just near and if you want to visit a physical office, what we can offer you is to visit the IVC Laguna branch. We are just outside the UP Los Baños gate, and our office is open from Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. If you want to visit a physical office, you can book a consultation and a schedule with us, and we can definitely welcome you here, give you some free coffee and snacks, and we can talk about your dreams. All right. Aside from that, these will be the team members, the people who will be working with you and will be making sure that every step of the process and making sure that you're going to New Zealand will be smooth. So if you decide to trust us and process with us, you have Miss Rochelle, the branch manager, Kay, yours truly, and Joshua, who will be helping you every step of the way. Aside from that, we also have Mikey, who will be helping you with your requirements in enrollment and visa application. These are just some of the awards and recognitions which we gathered throughout the 7 years of existence of Ideal Visa Consultancy. And this proves on how legit we are, how effective we are, and um, how will it be worth it if you decide to trust us and allow us to process your application in the school and in your visa application. All right. Even during the pandemic, we are continuously being recognized as one of the best in the industry. So kung kayo po ay magtitiwala sa amin at magpa-process sa amin ngayon dito sa IVC Laguna branch, you can be assured that you will be getting the best service that there is. Okay? Kayo po ay nasa mga maayos at mahuhusay na kamay. Now, these are just some of the reasons why New Zealand Dairy and Farming Program is a good program to take. First, there's no IELTS requirement. Second, if you're a high school graduate, then definitely there's a possibility for you to apply. You don't have to have a college degree. That means not that you don't have to have a college degree. Next, with just 12 weeks training, after that, you can have the opportunity to get hired and work full-time as a dairy farmer, which means you can work 30 to 40 hours a day, a week. And because of that, you can earn up to 150,000 pesos after the training. Now, let me explain the study, earn, and live pathway. So this pathway, what it does is that it gives you a very sustainable and efficient pathway towards getting a work visa and the possibility of being a permanent resident later on. So what happens here is that you enroll in the 12 weeks dairy and farming training, and then after you complete the program, once you're qualified, you have a good attitude and you excel in the training, you will be able to have the opportunity to get hired. Our training center has partners who are dairy farmer owners, and they can get you hired as long as you're qualified, you excel in the training, and you have a good attitude. And once you are a full-time dairy farmer, you can earn as much as I said a while ago, 150,000 pesos, or in New Zealand dollars, that's 20 New Zealand dollars per hour. Now, also, later on, you can have ways to bring your family with you in New Zealand. And there are different ways. For one, you can enroll in a higher degree or in a higher course, a level 7 or level 5 course. And then once you finish that course, you can apply for permanent residency and bring your family with you. Or you can talk to your employer so that your employer can hire your family member. And then once that is done, then you can bring your family with you since your employer will directly hire them. Lastly, you can use a visa, no, as a visit visa or tourist visa, no, so that your family member can go to New Zealand and be with you. All right. So that is the study, earn, and live pathway. The pathway, the safest, the fastest, and the most affordable pathway for you to go to New Zealand, train there, get the best qualification, work full time, and then bring your family with you, right? So if you, because of that, you have to remember and you have to understand that we are not a recruitment agency or a manpower agency, which means we don't process and offer work. Now, what we process is the student visa, which will allow you to have a work after you study or after you train. And once you have work, you can have your work visa sponsored by your employer and apply for permanent residency later on once you gain the enough migrant points or immigrant points. All right. Now, the 12-week dairy and farming program is in Christchurch, New Zealand. We also have a training center in Hamilton before, but it's closed for now. So this is the map of the New Zealand. It's an island nation. Ang maganda dito, the Christchurch is in the southern part of the country. Um, the training center wherein you will be enrolling in is the National Trade Academy. So it's in Christchurch, New Zealand. So this is the title, New Zealand Certificate in Primary Industry Skills Level 2. It is for 12 weeks and usually the starting months are February, May, and August. But for this year in 2022, we have people who will be leaving the country to New Zealand from June to October. And mind you, the slots are limited. So please sign up and register with Ideal Visa Laguna so that we can reserve your slot for the 2022 batches. Ang maganda dito, there's no IELTS requirements. So we can process your application right away and book you to New Zealand as soon as possible. Alright? Now, this is the course description. Basically, tuturuan kayo ng mga practical farming skills and knowledge being used by New Zealand farmers, which means you will be able to learn new things of working in a dairy farm, and the knowledge, the experience, the skills, and the everything that you will know there will be world class. It will be globally competitive. It will give you the enough competitiveness to be hired anywhere in the world. So whether you stay in New Zealand, go to other countries, or go back to the Philippines, everything that you will learn from this will be credited. It will boost your credentials. Now, aside from that, these will be the topics that will be discussed on the training. So everything will be taught to you so that you can be hired and you can be competitive to become a dairy farmer in New Zealand. Ito din po ang timetable from week 1 to 12. This is your schedule once you get there in New Zealand. Let's go to the qualifications. For the age requirement, you should be 18 to 40 years old. We also allow at least until 41 to 43. No, but the ideal age is 18 to 40 years old. For the height requirement, if you're 5'3", then you can qualify at least 5'3" or 160 centimeters. Now, if you have problem with the age and height requirement, please book a free one-on-one consultation so we can talk about your concerns regarding this requirement. Lastly, we also have a qualification in terms of your education background and work experience. For that, the best qualification would be if you have a bachelor's degree related to agriculture. No? So if not, then at least a training. No? If you have a test the NC2 related to agriculture, especially if it if it trained you on how to manage cows and ruminants, then that could qualify you for this program. If not test the NC2, then any training related to agriculture, which will teach you to manage ruminants and cows. Uh, but if it's not test the NC2, it should be at least 3 months duration. Okay? Aside from that, your work experience in farm, poultry, and plantation for the last 5 years can qualify you as long as that work experience is within the past 5 years and it is at least 3 years of work experience in farm, poultry, and plantation. You just need your certificate of employment. Lastly, if you have an agricultural land in which the land title states that it's an agricultural land and nakapangalan yan sa inyong immediate family member, which means your parents or your siblings, then that can also serve as your qualification. However, if your qualification is only agricultural land, we still encourage you to get a test the NC2 because that will prepare you to be qualified, to be trained, and have the experience and knowledge that you need so that you can excel once you are already there training in New Zealand. Kasi alam niyo po ba, habang nasa training kayo, nag-a-assess na yung mga employers doon. So, dapat magaling na kayo habang nasa training pa lang. And ganito po, if you're not qualified, don't worry because Ideal Visa Laguna branch, no? Ideal Visa Laguna branch will be helping you to be qualified if you're not yet qualified. How? Book your free one-on-one consultation so that we can help you with that. Okay, so contact us and book a meeting with us. All right. Now, let's move on to the other things. So these are just some of our former clients who are already there in New Zealand as a dairy farmer. So we have Ms. Rose Soza, Mr. Amor Moresto, Sir Nicomedes Batao with his family. So if you want to bring your family with you, definitely know there's a proof already that some of our clients were able to do that. We also have Sir Eduardo Magdangal, who is already a farm manager there. No? And Sir John Paul Conanan, if you want to know your day-to-day life there as a student and as a dairy farmer worker, then you should watch Sir John Paul Conanan's video on YouTube. He has a YouTube channel, and there you can watch his vlogs so that you can envision the kind of life that you can have there as a dairy farmer in New Zealand. So let's go. Let's go for this, no? And that's those are the general things that I can tell you about this program. And you know what? If you want to know more about us, you should definitely schedule a free one-on-one consultation. But so that I can just give you more information, these are the few commonly asked questions. First, is it employer ready? Or are we sure that once you finish the program, you will have work? So far, with everyone that processed with Ideal Visa Consultancy, and lahat po ng napadala namin doon, wala pa naman po umuwi dahil walang trabaho. Okay? Now, meron po bang bumabagsak sa assessment? According to our clients, wala naman. No, madali lang daw ang assessment, kailangan lang talaga galingan natin at kailangan maayos, maganda ang attitude natin. Next, how much will this cost? This will cost around the migration cost or the total cash out before you leave the country is around 407,000 pesos. But there are things wherein we can assist you in, and there are things that we need to discuss regarding the cost. So if you want to know more about the specific cost and the breakdown, please book a free one-on-one consultation with Ideal Visa Consultancy Laguna branch. All right. Lastly, I'm in Taiwan, I'm in other country, no, I'm not in the Philippines. Can I still process? So yes, definitely. Wherever you are in the world, no, or in the country, we can process for you. And what you need to do is to just contact us, book a free one-on-one consultation with us so that we can start assisting you in your decision making. And if you decide to process with us, then you will be there every step of the way until you are there in New Zealand already. So ano pang hinihintay nyo, no? Please book a free one-on-one consultation with IVC Laguna branch and we will be starting your journey to New Zealand. See you there, dairy farmer.